Today we're going to transplant some plants. They're a little bit dry, but I have some of the red and yellow potatoes in here, and I also have these sweet potato slips. So exciting! Can't wait to have sweet potatoes this year, or more than one, because last year we only had one. What's going on, everybody? It's Jovan Landry, the hobbyist gardener. So basically what I want to do today, it's actually a pretty decent day, cloudy, probably feels like it's in the 70s, probably in the 80s, but I want to spend some time pruning. Actually, I'm going to go clean these. These are some scissors. I'm going to clean them, but I want to clean house. We unfortunately have a lot of dead plants here, either due to insects eating it or the heat. And so I just want to clean house and so we can maintain the garden. So let me go and wash these out. I did invest in some Monterey BT, and what it's supposed to do is supposed to protect our plants from being eaten by worms, caterpillars, and it's good for fruits, vegetables, ornaments, and shade tree and lawns. So you basically dilute this in water, and yeah, you'll be able to, you know, it's a biological insecticide. So yeah, this will be good and organic product to use, because that's another thing I'm a little bit, weary of, like putting certain things on our food that we're gonna eat. So after doing some research, this is a good product. So to be continued. So I guess what I'll do, I don't know how I didn't put this up, but this was put up to keep the bugs. So I'm like, I don't know if I should just take it out the ground, but I don't want to take it out the ground. I mean, I see that there are some openings for this very reason, but we're going to start pruning. I cleaned the scissors that I'm using. What I was told was that to prune, it'll be best to prune from the bottom up. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to try to find some. I'm going to try to find, and I'm still learning, but definitely let me know what you think. Like, for example, like this with the flowers on it, I don't think that's something I would want to cut. That's something that fruit would be growing on. As you can see, we got some fruit right there too. So I basically gonna try to like this one, for example. I'm gonna cut this one. Well, actually, I don't know. Or maybe like this might be something to cut right here. What are you doing? If you're watching this and you're not subscribed, what are you doing? Go ahead and click the button. Go and subscribe, or at least like the video. Can you at least like the video? Can you leave a little comment though? Cause what's the word? It takes a village, okay? It takes a village to raise a channel, okay? Please, please. I'm not gonna beg, but please subscribe, like, comment, even share it. Because how else are we going to blow up on here? How else are we going to let the people know who we are? Okay, back to the video. And you want to cut because with all these leaves and things like that, this is blocking the blessings of the soil and getting, sun in that area. So that's why we want to cut at the bottom. I do want to remove the cabbage because unfortunately, as you can see, it's been eaten up. So I'm going to spend time removing the cabbage. Unfortunately, maybe I should start with that first and I have some more room. Now, some people still might eat the cabbage that's not as bit up because, hey, it's still food. But I personally would not. So I'm just pulling them from the roots, just shaking out the excess dirt. I do think they need more room as well. As you can see, this plant right here, that's marigold that I planted from seed back in the day. Because I can't remember. I'll put it in description, the benefits of marigold and putting it in the food garden. So I mean, even with just this little bit that I'm doing, that definitely did a lot. Let's see, we got another one in the back. I don't know how to open this, and I'm like, I'm scared. I don't want to mess anything up. Cause I need to get in there. Okay, that's better. So I'm just giving myself some access to get inside of this. Now I'm just gonna pull the other cabbage plant. So sad. I love cabbage. Cabbage is definitely one of my favorites, but got bit up. But the crazy thing about it is that we have a greenhouse, and our greenhouse had more failures than the plants out here, except for the cabbage. Okay, so I think I removed I got one more cabbage plant on the other side, but I think this will be enough to get started with pruning and cutting. Somebody might be in the comments like, no, why did you cut that? But we got to do a little something, right? We got to do a little bit of maintaining. I do see some little green tomatoes here. I think this is probably as big as they'll get, maybe. I need to look if we got I think we got a sticker in here. Nope. I thought we had like a little label for the tomatoes, but I don't see one just yet. Let me see. Because I just want to get an idea of how big these tomatoes are supposed to get. It's crazy. Our basil's doing good too. So it seemed like everything but the cabbage did not survive at all. I thought I saw another. Okay, so these tomatoes. Okay, yeah, they're supposed to be grape tomatoes. So some of them are still growing, and then I saw some ones that look pretty full grown. But I think I'll just wait a little bit, let them grow out a little bit more before I pick them. But right now I'm just in the pruning stages. So this is what we got before. Let's keep cutting. I haven't really had a lot of time to be in this here garden this year. It just seems like I get busier and busier every year. But I really do enjoy the process of growing your own food. It's definitely one of my favorite times of the year. So I'm just cutting. I forgot what they call them, sucklers or something like that. That's what you should be cutting, which is like right in the middle, I think. It's all learning lessons for me. Even though I'm not finished pruning yet, I'm seeing a lot of. I'm glad that we're seeing the sun. This flower bed, garden bed, is gonna get more access to the sun, so that makes me happy. I'm also just like looking for leaves that are kind of like discolored to give me an idea of what is best to cut. Oh snap. Let me give a little close up of what I'm doing. Giving a little close up of what I'm doing. So you see like that one right there, it's a little bit discolored. So basically going in, and I might just, I think I might just cut this whole thing. You see, we got some grapes. I think those back there would be ready to cut. Just trying to get this cabbage, poor cabbage. I wonder if I can just pull it through the gate. Boom. On the other hand, this is our cinnamon basil right there. They're looking pretty good. See, this is this kind of weather. But I think I might cut some. I might do a little tea or something. But let me go back into them tomatoes. I'm gonna pick some of these. Oh no. Maybe I should just, you see how I just dip down like that? I think I should just pull it or just cut it. Cause it just wilted on me. See, I gotta put my little wrist through this gate just so I can get to it. I'm just trying to cut it right at the stem, like right where the base is. Yeah, there you go. I'm just gonna pull it through. Okay, we got a little grape tomato. One thing I need to get is like a little basket for the harvest. But we're definitely getting somewhere. I just don't want to mess up this setup, but I'm like I need to get my hands in there. But I got a lot. Got a handful of things considering my hand I'm barricaded right now. Yeah, but pruning is gonna stimulate growth. So always think about that. Grab some of these. Well, this tomato that looks full size. So they say these are the things that you should cut. The sucklers, I forget I think that's what they're called. Suckers? The suckers. I think they're called the suckers. So I think these are the ones you can cut off or pull off. I'm seeing a couple of these, but like this one right here, I think I might cut. the cabbage, our soil's pretty exposed. Like I think once the sun comes back out, like it's enough it's enough, you know, exposure to the sun, if that makes sense. As you can see, this is all that I took out just from this garden bed alone. RIP to our cabbage. I mean, I don't know. I don't feel comfortable eating it. Maybe the rats or the animals will go into the dumpster and we'll eat the rest. Or maybe I'll leave, you know, some of these leaves out. You know, I'm not about food waste. So for now, what we're going to do, we're going to close this up. I do want to grab some of this cinnamon basil. I think it will make a really cute little tea, or maybe even some kind of tincture or something. I didn't mean to do that. Give it to the animals. They say one man's trash is another man's treasure, and that's gonna be somebody's food tonight. I did bring this plant from home. This is a bell pepper plant, so perhaps I can put it in here. So, since with this opening right here, I guess I could make some room. Bell pepper. I started growing this bell pepper from seed back in April. So it's definitely that time to put it into the ground. So I'm just gonna grab it from the root. And I'm just gonna stick it in there. Just trying to put some dirt on it. It's gonna stand up. There we have it. It's hidden under there, but we got our bell pepper. Now we're gonna try to cut some basil with the little opening that we have. I don't know where to begin. I guess this little part right there. Just gonna cut from the bottom. There we go. Now, with this beautiful, what's it called? Sweet potato. I'm going to fill up this grow bag with some dirt. Now I'll just use the remaining of the dirt that is in where the mint was, where the apple mint was at one point. So, trying to open it up so it can be easy to pour. But obviously that's not working. Maybe I'll do this instead. Gotta work smarter, not harder, guys. Fingers crossed this was smart. Uh-oh. Not trying to do that. All right, just emptied out that. We need some more dirt. Let's see. I'll use this from the peppers that didn't survive. I don't know where the shovel is, but it's okay. Got our hands. Or when we had lemon balm, and that's okay because I got lemon balm at home. But it's nice when you get something that's established already. So I'm just gonna give it a little space for it. Our sweet potato slips. So basically I put the sweet potato in water, let them grow vines. Then I cut off the vines and I put them in some water and then they created roots. So I'm gonna put one in at a time or a few at a time. Let me just pull the whole thing. Okay, so this is one. So I'll put one right here. And then we got, this one did not grow a root. This is two. See how it looks. And we got, I'm just gonna set this as a third one. So come fall time, God willing, we'll see some sweet potato. Okay, let's get back to these cucumbers. Cucumbers. These usually be the ones that be thriving like all summer long. Or like at the top of the summer, it's like one of the first things that come out. I think this heat just really killed it. But I see plants coming from it, so that's good. I'm just trying to remove all the brown leaves. Uh-oh, I don't think I meant to cut that one. I see a little. Do you see that? It's one coming in. I didn't really have to cut too much off because I think there's something coming. But I guess if anything, I gotta find some twist ties because this could help lift these up. Because usually they'll just pop up. They'll like go everywhere, but I don't know. I don't know if it's this heat that just stopped it from flourishing like they usually do or what. So I'm just picking the brown leaves off. Uh-oh. Now I have to be careful because some of these are just like breaking off as I'm touching them. So gotta treat them with care. And of course, you have to talk to your plants. You gotta talk to them. I'm sorry. Hold on. Dear plants, I'm sorry that I haven't been very present with you guys, but please continue to grow and to thrive. And I promise to take care of you and to see you more often and to spend more time with you guys. And not just for a little bit to give people updates on YouTube, but be really here with you guys. So I want you guys to grow and come back. I want to see you guys become full grown adults. You too, Kale. You too, Sweet Potato. You too, Rosemary. You too, Tomato. This is where most of the greenery is coming from. I might have to tend to this another day, but I'm very happy to see the mustard greens that I grew from seeds. I'm glad to see that come into fruition. It's growing. It's very rewarding to see things come from seed. But what I do want to get, I would like to get some basil. And the basil somewhere back there. See if I can find it. Okay, going. I know exactly where it is, and I know exactly what it looks like. But yeah, pruning is definitely needed. Let's see. Basil, where are you? I know you got taken over. Okay, I see you right there. Yeah, this basil got taken over by the tomatoes. I'm gonna cut some of this off. This is the holy basil I'm getting at. I think. Yeah, I can only go by the smell because there's also some weeds growing in here. So I'm like, make sure I'm not eating no weeds. But I see the flower, I see the basil flower, so I know I'm in the right spot. But a friend of mine told me basil does really well with tomatoes, and it's surviving. So she's right. But with kale, you want to cut from the bottom. Cut from the bottom up, like so. So I'm just cutting off the ones from the bottom. And I don't know, might put them in my, what's it called? What's it called? and an omelet. Kale omelet. Does that sound good? Now I wonder what kale, like, it basically like just like grows up and up and up and up, like from the top up. So like, what happens with the bottom? What do you guys do for my kale lovers, kale growers? But okay, got a little something, something. Actually, there's one more thing. These strawberries. Someone said some fish food or fish something is really good for strawberries. I need to go find that post. But I think that's what I would like to feed these strawberry plants. It's always a hit or miss. But what I did see in those Facebook comments is like, they don't like to be with the brown leaves. So make sure you cut the brown leaves, make it look pretty. So I'm just cutting the brown leaves. We don't want no dead leaves around. So it can be strictly green. So boom, there it is. So it's time to water. Strawberries need water 2 to 3 times a week. Yeah, we gotta get it together. We gotta get this together. I'm so excited to start watering, but first we gotta clean house. Okay. Sprinkling. We're gonna real fast, real quick. Water this garden. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let it rip. There it is, you guys. We made progress. We pruned some tomatoes. We removed some of the dead flowers. We added some new plants, and I'm looking forward to seeing what next week is going to look like. I'm looking forward to what the next few days is going to look like. I left just the net down in the greenhouse just so we don't get no bugs or anything, but now that it's raining, it's going to be nice to get some airflow in there. So, yep. Working on pruning the tomato plants. I already got started, but I was thinking to myself, I need to go ahead and share what I've been doing so far. So basically, I used the trellis to try to separate the tomatoes from the mustard ruby streaks because it was kind of pouring over there. So I had to, give some space. I might clean it up a little bit because it's already on the lean, sitting sideways. Then I also found some weeds and things that I pulled out of our garden bed. So to be determined. This is basically a little bit of the before. And this is the after. I cut off a couple little branches, as you can see, like right here. See, we got little tomatoes, waiting for them to grow out a little bit. But I actually didn't do too much cutting, only because I was like, okay, as long as we can see the soil down here, we got some airflow going down there to feed the soil. And then as I was like looking above, I'm like, okay, I think there's some areas where the sun can come in and the soil is exposed. See, I put the trellis, so it's 2 trellises there, mustard leaves. And it's time to water, but first, what we gotta do? We gotta sweep up the dirt, because after I was pulling out some weeds and everything, it got a little messy in here. So, You know, I like to keep it clean before I water it so it doesn't become muddy. But yeah, it's been about 2 days since I planted the sweet potato and the potatoes. It's really dry right now, only because it rained yesterday, and I thought, and it also rained the last time I recorded, so I was thinking, oh, maybe the humidity, you know, will keep it moist. But no, I gotta water daily. Harvesting some mustard ruby leeks, and also got a little bit of the holy basil. I'll make a tea out of it, but with the ruby streaks, thinking to add to the salad.